Good morning, Wayne Lensing here from Historic Auto Attractions, and today I am going to talk about James Dean, some of his life, and an artifact we have. We have the only piece of car known to exist from that fateful crash that he lost his life in. James Dean had a short career. It lasted less than 2 years. He had 3 major films in that period of time: East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant. But his heart was really into auto racing. He loved it. James Dean had a contract with the movie studio that stated he could not participate in any racing events while the movies was going on, and he just finished Giant, and there was a big race coming up at Salinas, California, which is about 300 miles north of LA. And he went out and studied and found out that a Porsche 550 Spyder was the kind of car that he needed. He then took his Porsche and had it lettered. He used the number 130. Also, on the trunk, he liked the words "little bastard." So he had that lettered on there. He had a close friend of his named Alex Guinness. He asked him if he'd meet him for lunch. So they met for lunch, and after they got done eating, Alex, which was a psychic, he was a close friend of his, and he was a movie star. James Dean then invited his friend Alex outside to look at his car. Alex took one look at it, walked around it, stared James Dean in the face. "Do not drive this car. Do not get in this car. You will be dead within a week." Less than a week later, James Dean lost his life in this car, September 30th, 1955, at the young age of 24. James Dean laughed off his friend Alex. He wanted to compete in that race. They were going to trailer the car up there, but at the last minute they were at the gas station. And him and his mechanic decided, well, let's drive it up. It's a brand new car and you need some time in it to get used to it. So they decided to do so. Well, on the way up there, James Dean, he was kind of a rebel on himself. And he was driving quite fast. And a matter of fact, he got a speeding ticket. The speeding ticket didn't seem to do much for James Dean. After they proceeded on, he was doing 85 plus mile an hour. They passed through a town named Shalom. North of that, there was a road with a Y in it. James Dean was going north, heading for Salinas. A guy in a 51 Ford was going south. There was a fork in the road. He wanted to take a left. James Dean was going straight. James Dean thought there was plenty of time before they reached each other. When they got real close, the Ford hit him right in the left side of the wheel. That smashed his whole left side in it. James Dean got pinned in the car. The car started flipping violently, while his passenger, the mechanic, got thrown free. And James Dean broke his neck at the crash and died on site. After the crash, George Barris bought the remains of the car, brought him back to California, at which time he started selling off some of the pieces. Now this is where the story changes. The curse of James Dean's car. Now George Barris, the first things he sold is he sold the engine out of it, and a road racer bought it. And the first time the road racer went out, well, the motor locked up and he hit a tree and killed himself. Then he proceeded and sold 2 of the tires off of it. Ironically, in the next race, the tires both blew out at the same time. A guy lost control and got seriously hurt. George Barris then put on loan the car to the National Safety Division to be used around the country for safety awareness for students, high schools, and everything. Ironically, while the car was on display, it was on jack stands, the thing fell off and broke one of the students' hips. Then while they were transporting the car, the truck driver was unhooking the car. It fell off the truck and crushed him to death. Now, if you ain't getting the feel for the curse of James Dean's car yet, the safety division parked the car overnight in a large storage facility. The building started on fire. The building burnt down, and would you believe it, the car didn't get hurt. After this time here, the car was down in Miami, And the safety division decided that was it. So they had it hauled back to Los Angeles. They put it inside a concealed truck with the doors locked. They got back to Los Angeles. The car was missing, and to this day, the car has never, ever appeared. And we also have a very, very special piece here. The only part of the body known to exist from James Dean's Porsche. James Dean, he was a hellion in the 50s. I grew up in the 60s. I was a hellion in that time period. I used to race myself, and he loved racing. Well, I went to Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1980, which is only 50 miles south of Fairmont, where James Dean grew up. So at this period of time, they used to have a 200 lapper at the end of the year. It was a special. I won that year. I went back in 81 to the 200 lapper again. We won it again. James Dean, knowing that he loved racing, in the back of my heart, I can't help but wonder if he would have possibly come there and competed against me. He would have been 49 years old. What an opportunity if I could have been able to race with this man.